I'm glad we got the win. I tip my hat to Mark and JMU. They came in here. They came in here very loose, and they were just playing. They were playing the right way, and we had some leads where we just didn't put them away, and we helped that for sure. And I commend them of making that run at the end to get to the game. Down to 1-2 possessions, and credit to them. So. I'm glad we finished up non-conference, getting our 9 games in. I'm glad we're 7-2. I thought we took some big steps today. There were times we had some great moments, but there's some times where there's some moments we had here we got to learn from and get better at. But I'm proud of our guys to get a win in college basketball, no matter what. Right before Christmas break, I'll take it, and we take a couple of days off and get ready and get better. Some really good stretches of games where we were playing high-level basketball, even for a young team. It started early in the year. It started in South Dakota, and I thought guys have improved. I thought our young guys got valuable experience and valuable minutes. I thought our older guys who returned, whose roles have changed, they really, took great pride in that. And so there are definitely some things we really moved ahead and got better at that became, some strength of ours. But also, I still think we can get a lot better. And today was an example of that. But I still think we got some really good pieces. We just got to continue to mature and get better. Look, we had 19 assists on 30 baskets, so we were playing the right way for a lot of the games. But there are certain times where we were just very undisciplined. We took some poor threes. We took some bad twos. We took guys are taking shots that aren't theirs. When you get a lead, sometimes you get a little loose like that. And what happened was we're up 12, 14, 16 points for a lot of the game, but it never was let's stretch this to 22, 28, like that, like we have in the previous games. And you're not always teams are gonna play, find a way to get back in it like JMU did. Credit to them. But I also thought we hurt ourselves at times today, and I give them credit for not quitting. We helped them a little bit with some undisciplined plays. It's something we got to improve at, because as we move along, we're going to play better teams, and you get a lead. You can't give it up. That could be an L. Well, defensively, I thought we were playing at a really high level. I'm not going to say elite. That's for other people to say, but number-wise, the way we're approaching our defense up until the second half has been really, really good. And guys have really been improving their defense. We gave up 50 points to JMU in the second half. You can't beat people like that. So we got to get better at it. We got to readjust some things. Offensively, when we don't turn the ball over, we're shooting it pretty well. We're getting a lot of stuff at the basket, at the paint, and we've got pretty good 2-point field goal percentage compared to the pass. So I feel good about that. We got to get better executing. And especially down the stretch executing, which we will. That comes with experience, and that comes with working on it. I mean, look, we're 7-2. A lot of you didn't think we'd be 7-2 at this point. A lot of people out there didn't. They picked us 9th in the league, right? And we're 7-2, and we've had some really good wins, and we've had some pretty good decisive wins. And we've had a lot of guys contribute. A lot of young guys stepped up. Our older guys have changed their roles, and like Keyshawn Curry was great today. Vince was great today. We had some good interior defense by some older guys today, which was a strength of ours. So, there's a lot of good things without a doubt. As a coach, you're always trying to find, and I'm not going to even say negative things. You just got to find things that you got to get better at. And we got to get better at rebounding. I thought we were rebounding really well until in the last few games until today. We just didn't rebound well enough today. We've been taking care of the ball, and today we had some really bad turnovers, and we had some really bad shots today. But that's how it goes. We're dealing with 19 to 22-year-olds, right? They're going to mess up a bunch too. We just gotta learn from it. So the positive is I really like coaching this team. They like being around each other. When they're really sharing the ball, like you saw at times today, they're hard to guard, and I think we could be a pretty good. Really good defensive team as we continue to improve. So there's a lot of things. Negatively, I think we fouled way too much today, and thought we took some bad shots and had some ill-advised turnovers, but we'll get better at that. So you throw it out on the table, you have real talk. That's one thing I always tell our guys. I'm going to tell you the truth. You might not always like it in the moment, but it's to get better. going to talk about, there'll be a lot of truth serum in the next couple of days as we get ready for league play, so we can get better and have some great wins as we move into league play. Getting all these games under our belt for a young team was huge experience-wise. I mean, some teams haven't played, some teams won't play until after, the league play. Some teams only have 2 or 3 or 4 games under their belt. So I'm really proud that from our doctors, administration, our whole staff, helping our guys be able to play 9 games, especially with a young team, and the way we went about the games and our guys' preparation for a young team. I was very impressed with that. I think those 9 games, that has helped us a lot to prepare for the A10. Not everybody in the country, has had that opportunity like us. So, I really appreciate that. I think that's really helped us. So I want them, the next 2 days to get away from it, right? They've been through a lot since March, and they haven't had many breaks, and I just want them to be normal kids around Christmas time for the next couple of days. And I want them to sleep a lot and eat a lot. They want to go in the gym and shoot. They can do that. The coaches will be around, see them. I just want them to be normal kids, normal dudes. And then we'll ramp it up here when we get, on the 26th. We'll ramp it up and get ready. I want to see them come back and say, all right, what do we got to do to get better? And, today, look, if we would have won by 15 or 20, I'm not sure you would ask that question, right? But because this was close.
Oh, no, I was still asking.
Good. I love it, though. I'm not happy that this was the final score, but I'm glad we had something like this, because this will, recalibrate you a little bit and say, all right, we need to get back to what we're good at and do a little bit better. But, in the past, we haven't won these games, and I'm glad these guys found a way to let's get a win right before Christmas, and now take a couple of days, decompress, so you can get ready to get into league play. Really good teams and really good coaches, right? And you're cheering for them until you play them. And some teams in the A10 have had some great wins and some great battles, and some teams that are rebuilding or trying to get their teams going have had some good games and some good moments. So I think it's going to be a bear of a league this year, especially with all the craziness. You never, what's going to happen with rescheduling games and stuff like that. It's going to be nuts, but that's what's fun about it. For me, it's a dream to be a coach in the A10 at VCU, and we get to go do this again. Pretty awesome. So I'm excited, but it's a heck of a league.